Welcome to another GiveSI Nonprofit Spotlight. Now remember, you can donate right now at GiveSI.org. We're talking with nonprofits and nope, I'm going to take another one. Let's start over again. All right, sorry, take two. Welcome to another GiveSI Nonprofit Spotlight. Now remember, you can donate right now at GiveSI.org. We're talking with some of our nonprofits, and now we are joined by ladies with the Night Shield. Thank you for coming in today.
Oh, thanks for having us.
No, our pleasure. Please, if you don't mind, introduce yourselves and then tell us what you do with the Night Shield.
Okay, so I'm Lindsay Jennings. I'm the executive director.
Lindsay.
My name is Sarah Sanders, and I'm the Family and Youth Services Program Director.
Thank you both for coming in. Yeah, let's talk about what the Night Shield does. I know because I'm familiar with the organization, but for those who don't, you have a vital role within the community.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so the Night Shield's been around since 2009 when Sarah Bond was working with the CASA program and was just realizing all the different needs that kids in our community have. So it started out with kids who were fresh into DCFS care, large sibling groups. And then over time, as funding and needs and all those things change and evolve, we kind of looked around in the community and we were like, we have this great shelter facility, we have great staff, what could we do with it? And so during COVID, that's what we tried to figure out, and we figured out that this homeless youth program, there weren't any for anywhere in Southern Illinois. No. There's one, I think, in the Metro East area, and then what, Jacksonville maybe is the next closest.
Wow.
So we were like, hey, we got this staff, we got this building, let's do this. And so with a lot of community support, which we're very appreciative of, we started this program. So we serve 11 to 23-year-olds who are unhoused or housing unstable, and all 17 counties, same coverage areas, SICF. So we are quite busy. So we have shelter on site for those 11 to 23-year-olds, and if they have dependent children of their own.
Okay.
We have outreach services. We have transitional living. And then we try to also do community outreach, things like this, where we try to get people in the community understanding that there is a big homelessness issue in our area, how it's different than the city, and also just that these aren't bad kids. That's not why they're in this position. They're mostly really good kids with really weird or bad situations that they're just trying to get a little help with.
Sure.
So
It's kind of a victim of circumstance kind of thing.
big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know that you do have a huge impact on the community. At any given time, how many people do you have staying there?
Right now we have like 10. We can have up to, so we have two separate wings because we have to be licensed to house minors.
Okay.
And we prioritize safety, obviously. So
Of
we
course.
have one wing of our building that's for 18 to 23-year-olds and one that's for 11 to 17. So our 11 to 17, we can have 7 at a time.
Okay.
And on the other side, we can have 5 or 6 at a time, kind of depending on if they have their children with them. You know, that kind of changes the ratios a little bit. And then how many outreach we also
Currently, I have probably about 20 plus
Really?
outreach where I go to wherever they're living, like a stable, safe environment, go to meet them at McDonald's or whatever is easiest for them, and work on their independence, getting a job, getting a bank account, finding a stable living situation, whether it be with a friend on their couch for a few weeks until they can save enough money up and eventually apply for their own place. And then thankfully, due to the community helpfulness and everything of donations, we're able to furnish those apartments.
Well, let's talk about community donations and the support. How dependent is the Night Shield on the community?
very, very, very. So I'm sure this is the exact same thing every nonprofit that has come here has said. We get grants. We do everything we can to write those and get funding, but it's never enough.
Sure.
And everybody has noticed also everything is more expensive.
Yes.
And as you can imagine, an electric bill and a water bill for a shelter is a lot.
Yeah.
So if we don't get that help from the community, we wouldn't be able to keep open and keep going. And like Sarah's saying, she makes those connections where if they get their first apartment, they can't sit on the floor. So, furniture and kitchen items. So even if people don't have money to give, we can use the stuff, pots and pans.
There are other ways to give.
Yeah, if you have a set of dishes you don't like anymore, we really do need those, because Sarah does. She helps them get ready, figure out the services they need, the resources, the skills, so that they can live independently.
Right.
A lot of us take for granted that our parents helped us set up our first apartments, and our kids don't have that. So Sarah is like everybody's mom, and she's going in and making sure they know how to keep it clean, and she's making sure they have the supplies to do it. And it's just
some weeks I'll just bring them toilet paper and paper towels and check in, make sure they're doing good mentally.
But it's the basic fundamentals, that mom would check in on.
Yeah.
It's cool to be able to be there for them through that.
So if we don't get donations like money and things from Southern Illinois, we wouldn't make it. We just wouldn't. And we're fortunate to be in an area like Southern Illinois, though, where people are really generous and do care about each other.
Yeah, neighbors do tend to help neighbors here. Well, speaking of which, with the Giving Tuesday, the big GiveSI campaign, have you set a goal for this year?
I don't think we have a specific goal. We're just whatever we can get.
Just grateful, right?
So
I
grateful.
understand that.
Realistically, every year we need to raise an additional couple $100,000 on top of our grants.
Wow.
Because costs do keep going up. There's an affordable housing crisis. So when Sarah's trying to help them find those apartments.
You think about the things, the ripple effects that are happening within society, within the economy, but then I haven't stopped to take a moment to think about how that could impact someone that is actually right in the middle of where that ripple is happening,
Yeah, well, so it's the cost of everything goes up. Everybody's Ameren bills have gone up.
Right.
The cost of groceries is higher. Fuel costs and travel expenses in Southern Illinois are high.
Yep.
Those of us who can just get in our car and go take it for granted.
We do.
But everything is spread out and it costs money. And so, we're trying to help our clients get set up, and those expenses are all there. Plus, like I said, we have a very large shelter there,
Yeah, and it is. For anybody, I know that it's probably not a normal thing to get to have a tour of the Night Shield, and I've been fortunate enough to do a couple stories there, and was able to get a tour with Sarah back in the day. And it's a massive facility. It's an amazing facility, but I imagine that it takes some serious dollars to make sure that place is maintenance and has the heat, all of the things that you have to have to run a place like that.
We had to update our HVAC, and what was that, 20 grand? And thankfully we did get really good donations for that, and we were very appreciative. But just because we want our clients to come in, we want them to feel safe and loved, and that somebody is in their corner. And
make them as comfortable as they can, even if they're with us just a few nights.
So keeping the shelter, in good condition and feeling warm and feeling welcoming is important, because they've been through enough. They've lost a lot if they're already out of their home, away from the people that they care about. We want to provide them with a place where they can come in and relax a minute and get out of survival mode and work on what we can do to remedy the situation long term. So a lot of stuff going on.
There is a lot, and to kind of wrap all of that up, and it is a lot. Are there any final words that you'd like to share? Because everything that we've talked about is really compelling today. Is there anything we want to wrap with?
We just really appreciate everything from anybody, no matter how small. You might think, I only have $10, $20 to give, but if a handful of people do that, there's our water bill. Every little bit makes a difference. And the money is all staying here. It's all for young people in our area.
There you go.
And you're helping maybe break a family cycle of poverty, and maybe they go on to do a little bit better than their parents did, and then, future generations. You could be changing multiple lives like that.
Yeah, that footprint's pretty big whenever you think about it like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you both for coming in. Yeah, appreciate it
guys
so
so
much.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And of course, for more information, you can always go to givesi.org, and that is where you can donate to the Night Shield and you can donate to other nonprofits and support the many vital services within our communities. Give SI for good forever for Southern Illinois.
GiveSI is made possible by Oasis. We More Better. Video services provided by ManVoice. Additional funding for GiveSI is made possible by these sponsors.